So Tatiana, tell me a little bit about your goals for the Grid Power session.
Well, the goal is to make sure that the participants ask, bold enough to ask their own questions and find interesting questions and try to solve whatever questions they pose. That's one goal, but there are others. The other goals are to make sure that the questions that they ask are deep enough, mathematically speaking, and there are lots of connections in the question that I emphasize with lots of different parts of mathematics, like algebra, number theory, and combinatorics, and there are lots of open questions. The ultimate goal that I always have whenever I lead any session in teacher circle or kids circle, to that matter, is to get to open questions, the questions that nobody knows the answer to, and make sure that the teachers feel comfortable trying to investigate that unknown territory.
So how would you say the session went today?
I believe it went okay, except that, as usual, there was not enough time.
Right.
So I felt that, especially towards the end, I felt that I spoke too much and that I gave answers without really letting them investigate and find those answers. But that's almost inevitable. It happens all the time. And this is one of the things that is very hard to overcome, this urge to give answers, this urge to teach. We are all teachers, whether we are mathematicians, meaning that we teach at the college level, or teachers in school. As teachers, we like teaching. We want to teach, and this is one thing that we should not be doing. We should let people investigate and find answers.
So what kind of advice would you give someone who's going to lead a session on grid power?
First of all, try to investigate all the questions. Try to find the question that interests you. Try to investigate those questions as far and wide as you can, so that ideally you should give floor to your participants, to the teachers. Ideally, they should lead the discussion, but you have to be prepared. You have to know if they go in some direction, you must have been there on your own. And it's not doesn't necessarily mean that you should know the final answers, but at least you should know where that path can lead.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to add about the session?
Well, as usual, we do have we have a great diversity. And I'm not talking only about having professional mathematicians together with middle school teachers. Even among middle school teachers, there is a great diversity. Some of the math teachers are amazingly well prepared and have amazingly high level of mathematical background. Others are not so. And this is, in a sense, it's scary. But at the same time, it really gives us some things to work on. It allows us to understand what it is we are up against and how we can do our best to improve.
Thank you.
Sure. It's always a pleasure to be here.